Hello, my beautiful people. I am T Noodle. This is Momo, and we got the wonderful Firehawk doing some producing for us tonight, and Cameron King doing some observing for us tonight. So we got a baller squad ready to bring you a baller match, and it is CSC's Season 18 Prospect Grand Finals between the Crown Cobras and the Tridents. Momo, are you feeling magical right now?
Jolly. I forget what I said yesterday. Festive. Very happy to be here. Exciting stuff today.
Yeah, it's a definitely exciting match. I mean, we were lucky enough to be able to cast the Crown Cobras in a banger of a match last week, and now they have an opportunity to really close out their season strong. However, I mean, ATL, as a franchise, they're coming off a really strong week so far. They just won the Challenger tier last night, and so their prospect team is looking to make it a 2-trophy season. And they got a lot of shooters over there to make it happen.
Yeah, a rare chance to go back to back on just day right after day for championships. That'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, it would be super awesome. But these two teams, Momo, we were kind of looking at them, talking about them before this game, about what they were going to be bringing to the table. And these are two very, very heavy hitters in this tier. That being said, Atlantis, they had a season that was 10-3, which you see as a very high standings. But they're all the way down to the 5th seed. And then Crown Cobras 11-2, just one win higher, all the way up to that second seed. So I mean, not really that far off. And the standings it would show that they're a little bit further, but yeah, it was so tight at the top here for Prospect.
Yeah, definitely Crown Cobras favored the higher seed, and just their pistol success have been really, really good. But Atlantis, kind of how we talked about, franchise momentum is a serious thing.
Yeah, I can imagine the squad was all kind of like working together. It's like, all right, let's demo review these guys. Everyone in that community, I imagine, has been working together, kind of trying to get them ready for this moment. I mean, that's kind of what you do when you build those communities in these tiers or in these franchises. And I imagine they have a lot of work going on that they've been putting into this season and that they've been doing here. And I mean, ATL, we talked about how they're the fifth seed, and previously they did knock out the number one seed in UPS and were able to get here. So I mean, they're not used to be, or they're not strange to being the underdogs, and they're looking to climb back on top of this one too.
Yeah, you're definitely still a little upset about that, but it's okay. You'll get over it. And hey, hopefully, since you know you are a UPS fan, maybe you get to say that they lost to the champions. But as you
No,
see here, some of the rosters.
that does not save the pain at all. But yeah, I mean, we'll just run through these rosters real quickly for you guys. And I mean, the King Snakes. We, like you said, we watched them play quite a bit of games last week in their quarterfinal matchup, and I mean, it's gonna just be Gillionaire, the captain of this team, just Rifler, was just really a stud when we watched him, and then Joe kind of doing the same thing. The entry, we was really opening up a lot of the map, and then you got Siegel, Iron Chad, and Dizzy. Everyone on this team kind of really firing. The two people who seemed to be peaking the most was Joe and Dizzy. Dizzy, I remember we did see them have a crazy, like, I believe it was a 1v4 to clutch out that round on
Yes.
the B-side Inferno. And yeah, that was just absolutely absurd. And then, I mean, Iron Chad, Gillionaire, Siegel, it's not like they're bad players or anything. Just everyone has their own role within the team. Everyone builds around certain things, and it just happens that Joe and Dizzy happen to be the high fraggers on this team and the systems. But I mean, everyone's gonna need to show up here tonight. That's what the playoffs. That's what every match is all about, and I believe that they are going to be showing up.
Yeah, I mean, one thing to point out really quick about this Crown Cobras team, I believe last time we checked, Joe led the league in this division in multi-kill rounds.
Mm,
So really interesting stuff. We know on Train how much he popped off. He was good for two to four each round, and Iron Chad was a really solid anchor.
yeah. Yeah, it seemed like they were going together quite a bit. And now to flip the script a little bit, we have Atlantis. A little bit different. Like you were looking at this other team, this Cobras team. They had the two guys that were a little higher, and then Spooty, highest rated player going into this match between both teams. Yeah, Spooty is definitely going to be the player to watch. But they have four really good players, really floating around that one rating line that have just been stand out for this team and stand out throughout this playoffs. You got Switch, you got Boom Taka, you got Trout, and you got No Go Snow. So I mean, these guys are going to kill it. I think everyone in the server is going to have their moments. It just really depends on what scenarios they're being put on by the other team.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, we touched on it. Atlantis, they are a very solid squad, knocking down the number one seed and looking to knock down the number two to win this championship.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess I kind of want to bring up the maps just a little bit here. We are waiting for the map pans to come through, but actually they have
I was going
already
to say, I think they're
been
right
present
here.
here. They were delivered to us from the great heavenly people in the production crew, and now we're going to be looking at what they're going to be seeing tonight. Got some tactical moments here between Crown Cobras picking Nuke, and Tridents picking up Inferno, and then Decider gonna end it on Dust too if it comes to it.
Yeah, I really like the ATL ban of Train just because how dominant the King Snakes looked on that map last time we saw them.
Mm-hmm.
It was an overtime game. It was a very quiet game for me and you, Noodle, because actually no, that was map two, wasn't it? So
Yeah, map two.
yeah,
We did finally get audio on
we did
that.
get the audio. Yeah, that game. Yeah, it was a fun game to watch, but that was like Joe's stomping ground. It felt like.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess we'll see who makes the stomping ground here if Joe and the squad do decide to show us what they're all about on Nuke. But we're going to be seeing that in just a moment. And yeah, guys, we're going to be sent into a break, and pretty soon we're going to be jumping into this pistol round over here on Nuke. And we are here loading up into the pistol round CT side. It's going to be the Tridents starting over here. And looking to see what the Crown Cobras have on their map pick on this T side. Why they picked this map, we'll find out in just a moment.
I'm really interested to see how the Crown Cobras are going to play this. It looks like they want to go for this A execute.
Yeah, they're just looking to creep. You're looking for contact, and contact is there. Trout with a big headshot. Joe does get a trade off of his P250. Now they're kind of getting swarmed over from Mini. Trades going back and forth. Now we're in a 2v2. One in the heaven, one in the hut. And left on site, it's going to be Iron Chad on low HP. Seagull as well. But Iron Chad shutting down heaven and shutting down Switch. Iron Chad is rad, and they're going to be taking this 1-0.
That was really nice work in the back of the bomb site by Iron Chad. What a big, such a clean shot. Dodges the nade on such low HP as well. Doesn't even need Seagull's help.
Yeah, I mean, I looking at that, I thought Chad was going to be in a real tough spot being in the back of the silo, but just making it work. Kind of like what we were seeing a lot of last week as well.
Pistol round. Reminiscent of the team that we got to see last week, and now this is just going to be the typical outside play. They don't have the bomb with them, so someone will have to scoop that up. They got the lobby lurk.
Yeah, Boom Talker just playing in the smoke. Right in sniffing range of those T's passing through. One actually sneaking through. It's Dizzy. And this is where it might get a little bit interesting. He was actually at the top of Mini. I was a liar.
I was going to say, I think the map is tricking you. It's a very interesting map to look at the mini map. Hard map to observe as well.
Yeah, layered like lasagna. Both these players very close together in Mini. And no contact has been made. We are about 40 seconds deep into this round. Dizzy does take out Boom Talk, and Dizzy does take out Switch as well. And now we're having some contact in Vent, and it's just all day here for Crown Cobras. There's only one kill. It's Joe that went down. And now Spooty, like we said, highest rated player going into this season, or going into this matchup, does pick up the Galil. But I don't really think anything is going to be going for them here.
Yeah, especially with the bomb being planted on the other site. I mean, is this a Galil that you're interested in saving, or are you just looking to take any fight that's given to you?
I think you just play exits and just trying to get that extra $50, whoever it really comes to you. But it looks like they're going to be deciding to save. And I mean, this is going to be taking us to our first gun round, round number 3. 2-0 is the score line right now. BOA is on top. And, Momo, what are you interested in seeing here with what the CT is going to do with this lower buy here?
Yeah, I mean, the name of the game right now is just outside control. Obviously, the Crown Cobras showed it there. Tridents didn't have anything that they could really counter with. But
I'm here.
Spam and Util.
Crown Cobras up 2-0 at this time. The round is starting.
I'm so sorry. I was speaking to nobody. Outside control is what I'm looking for. Oh, see, you just couldn't hear me.
Oh, okay. That's fun. But yeah, outside control is what is happening at the moment. Really just finding out ATL has been playing this a little bit more passive lately. Well, so far to start this game. Util is looking light on them as we're 30 seconds deep.
That's going to make things interesting. Player spotted towards the garage.
Yeah, it's going to be a good
Spooty's
find.
actually going to take that fight. Wow. So wide.
Yeah, really good find from Spooty. Now Siegel found his way into Secret. That could be good space. Boom Taka might be finding a player, but Iron Chad does take him down.
Interesting. I could have swore Boomtaka saw the gun. Iron Chad able to even it up, and they know this player's stuck in garage.
Yeah, you really gotta shut them down or at least split them up. And now Spooty, that smoke is gonna allow them to get out of that tight corner. Allow them to move around a little bit more. Iron Chad and Siegel just outside the squeaky door. Look to be progressing onto A. Trout behind the silo. Gets one kill. Nade gonna do a lot of damage. And now two players are swarming up on him. Dizzy does take out Spooty, and Siegel takes down Trout. Now it's seeing what the bomb is going to be planted for. It's going to be planted in the front of Mini. 3v2 is the advantage here for the T-side. Switch coming up from Squeaky. And No-Go Snow right around in the back of CT. This is where it gets interesting. Gillionaire takes down Switch. And now it's one guy left. Make it no guys left. And 3-0 is the start here for the Cobras.
Yeah, the Cobras looking very confident on their map pick of Nuke, taking their time with that A execute. And they were given so much space that they were able just to creep towards the bomb site. And they were able to get so close. You may have been able to peek from backside and get one, but that's about all you're going to find. Really no time to rotate. The op is out for No-Go.
Yeah, this is an interesting buy. No-Go is going with the op, and then the rest of the team has a really bad buy. Really even worse util than the guns they have. And yeah, it's going to be No-Go Snow. That's really going to have to come alive this round. They're going to need like at least 2 or 3 here to even make it doable. But we've seen these MP9s do a lot of work before. Won't count them out just yet.
Yeah, no one's actually entering Secret, even though that space is awarded towards them. They want to take this back towards the bomb site. This player on HUD's going to make contact.
Yeah, this
he has a mag 7.
Yeah, this is tough. That outside control that they're doing right now where they're not looking at anything, it's making it really tough. And No-Go Snow, already 3 kills against his team in this round. Hasn't done anything with that op. Gillionaire taking out Switch, and now it's just going to be the one player on that op, and has been found out.
Oh, no.
This is going to be ugly. It's going to be bleak. He does take down Dizzy, but he's going to be up close with Iron Chad. And they know he has an op, so they're going to be hunting him out very shortly. Flashbang, No-Go Snow does take out Joe. Looking for more. It's down to half health. That Molly's going to push them out. Now they know, but the Molly is actually able to chase him down. 4-0. Crown Cobras, they are looking like this was a really good choice on their map.
Yeah, now your economy is in such an interesting place, and Switch here is going to be buying a FAMAS 5-7. Let's see. Yeah, I believe the save is going to be called, rightfully so. We'll go with some nice shots with it. Molly eventually finds his feet. Curious to see if we're going to see aggression with these pistols.
Yeah, I'd like to see a change of pace, at least somewhere. If they're not going to be looking to really control outside, they need to control something else. And right now we're seeing 2 players up close at mid. It's going to be Boom Taka. And Boom Taka gets shut down. Boom Shakalaka. And now it's just going to be Spooty around this box, around red box. Looking to get found out. Switch taken out in the meantime. And they're actually passing up on Spooty.
Oh, this shot,
chance,
though.
but he misses his shots. Dizzy comes down on him, and now No-Go Snow and Trout is the last 2 alive on this eco. Really close with this Deagle. And that shot could allow one player to activate and chase. Trout does get 1 kill. Getting close, he gets another. Trout hungry, swimming upstream to get that kill.
You have to save that. Like, this round, you got those 2 quick kills, but the B bomb site's gone. No Go Snow picking up the op. This is a round that you have to save, but honestly, with the weaponry that you brought in here, it's not that bad at all if you're able to keep these weapons.
No, it's definitely not. Being able to get that op back in your hands for No Go Snow. I mean, hopefully they do take a little bit more active approach on this outside control. Because lately, I mean, Crown Cobras have just been walking through with really no information to the CT side, getting into mini.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of to touch base, like with the game that we watched yesterday, the CT side for both the teams were so limited, it felt like, because of the limited op rounds, because of the CT economy, obviously. So, around that, you're able to sneak away with an op whenever you brought in a Deagle. It has to build some confidence. I don't like the space we talked about that they're allowing to have outside.
Yeah, Trout really such a great series there for them on that a great sequence. And now we need to find what this op is going to do. No Go Snow has to be the big player in this round. They have to activate, and they're playing so passive. I'm really not feeling this setup right now, but maybe it will start working as it looks like the CTs, at least some of their players, are looking to play more aggro in middle.
Yeah. I mean, in all honesty, they haven't been abusing Secret that much, so potentially a passive op here could build wonders. You do have to be careful of the mini push.
Yeah, that flash gets some space, but Boom Taka does take down Seagull.
Oh, I thought you were about to get team killed.
Yeah, spray was a little bit spicy. Boom Taka's down now to 5 HP. Trout still at the top of Hut here. This is where it gets interesting. Joe and Dizzy both outside looking to see what they can get. Two other players from the T side are in lobby. No info has really been given in this last 20 seconds.
Yeah, 45 seconds on the clock. A rare advantage for the Tridents to be up with this late in the round. You cannot count this Cobras team out.
And now all four players look to regroup in lobby. 30 seconds on the board. A good opener there from Chad. Looking to smoke off Mini, and that's going to be a lot of sight presence.
Oh,
Gillionaire
finds it.
taking down Trout. Now this bomb is going to be planted in the corner of the bomb site. It'll be tough to peek on that from Squeaky. And now we're looking at 3v3, and the T's are on very low health. Switch walking up Squeaky. Might have some space to get some kills. Gets the one. Looking for Dizzy. Gets him too. And now it's just going to be Joe in this 1v2. Gets taken down by No Go Snow. And they finally have a round on the board. It's the first here for the Tridents.
Yeah, a must-win round for the Tridents. You cannot go down 0-6 on your CT side of Nuke. But they kept their composure. I would like to see a little more rotations while the execute's going on. But a round win is a round win. Really nice find from Switch.
Yeah, money is still very solid here for the Cobras. I mean, they've been winning. They've won the first 5 rounds of the game. That was their first loss. They even got bomb playing down. And I mean, outside is being given to them right now. I'd like to see them really press on that control. I mean, they decided to regroup and just do a push out of A. And I mean, they won that fight, don't get me wrong. But I mean, they can just really take advantage of outside.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to see. I'm hoping to see at least a fast Secret play would absolutely wreck this ATL side because they are not dropping any players towards Secret.
And right now, all these CTs are playing in this back line. Switch taking out Iron Shad. And now Spooty kind of just in the back line of CT. 2 players from the T side do come down into Secret.
With those 2 players down, it's really going to be on them to get this T side, at least this round, activated. Curious to see what they do. They're starting to clear out towards single. We're going to see someone. It's going to be the ramp push to execute right off of it.
Yeah, it's really going to have to be on Switch with support from his teammate ready for the push. Switch gonna have this angle, gonna swing out, gonna get one, gets
Oh,
a
nice.
second. And now Siegel and Joe, the last two players remaining, not really gonna be good for anything here. One over towards ramp and one getting followed outside of decon. Boomtaka gets one kill. And last player alive, it is going to be Joe going down, and that's going to be 5 surviving here for the Tridents. They want to come back on CT side. It's going to be rounds like that where they can really shore up their economy.
Yeah, and Switch found 3 kills that round without taking a single point of damage. Just able to duck in and out of cover. And his aim was really sharp that round. So timeout's going to be used from the Crown Cobras, losing 2 in a row. And potentially a last chance to get a buy-in. So if they lose this, their economy is going to be shot.
And these rounds are being played out very slow right now by Cobras. For the most part, it is working. That round was definitely the outlier. But, I mean, until then, they were getting bomb plants. They were getting kills. They were... I mean, the round that they lost, they even got the bomb plants. So maybe they can look and see what was working before and make those adjustments.
Right, and maybe look back to what worked for you on Inferno and what worked for you on Train. It was those fast-paced rounds where you were just in control the whole time. Your smoke is landing outside. You have to go for it eventually. It's going to be the lobby play.
Yeah, Joe kind of just sitting here with his deagle. UMP has been bought into this round. 4 players are looking to push through Trophy into the ramp at this moment, and they're just going to be running out. Push is happening, and it's a good opener there from Iron Chad. And this is where you want your speed. Take the space. Get down to B.
It's going to be contesting single here, trying to contest this plant. There's someone's back sight.
Yeah, this is fun. Little good bait there from Boomtaka. Shark got one, but he gets traded out by Siegel. And now we're looking here at a 3v3 as Gillionaire does go down.
Boomtaka.
Siegel as well. And now it's his trades once again. 2v1, 1v1 now. No Go Snow looking to regroup and grab this site back. Joe looking to hold it down. Kit in hand, op in hand. Only a nade at the moment.
Yeah, he just uses smoke, so he's going to have to defuse out in the open. 10-second timer. Joe's going to finish him off. So really nice round from the Crown Cobras. I did like what ATL did. The bait and switch on the single and double door. It just wasn't enough to retake that site. Switch. Try to get away with playing that same angle that he had success in the prior round. They were ready for him.
Yeah, now this is when it gets interesting again here for the Tridents. They've lost so many rounds in a row to start this game. When you lose rounds like that, your economy can start getting thin. They're going to have a good buy here. But as Iron Chad looks to take the charge, he's been cooking so far. But this round, it's still going to be even up here as a 2-for-2 trade onto the site. Lots of damage to Siegel and Joe. But it's playing it open for Minnie and Squeaky.
7 player. Oh, yeah, Spooty gets the kill through the smoke.
Yeah, it's a lot of 1-for-1s going on here. And as we saw last round, favoring the T's. That nade gonna do quite a bit of chunk damage, but Siegel takes down No-Go, and Spooty with his low HP is already looking to save.
I was gonna say, you have to save in a spawn.
Yeah, he's running. He's out of there. 7 right now. I mean, the Cobras, remind everyone, this is their map pick. And now Spooty has been found out, and it's a great shot by Dizzy.
That's one thing you don't want to see if you're an ATL fan. Once Dizzy gets going with this op, he is very hard to stop.
Right now, I mean, the Cobras, they're the number 2 seed. They are the top seed going into this. Tridents, we did expect more. I mean, but when your economy is never really getting stable, we're already looking at this. Full belts for most of your players. No-Go had no util to start this. Now already going aggro through mid. Siegel leading the charge. They've been playing very aggressive on these pushes once they've come. Playing behind these boxes. NCT side once again, not really playing garage or credit card so far this
That
game.
smoke. They blow open the smoke, but everyone else is already down with the one player on Marshmallow. This is going to be really dangerous. ATL is going to have to somehow sniff this one out. Switch in a position. The only one down here on this B bomb site. It's going to be up to him. How much time can he waste?
Switch is the reason they have their 2 rounds at the moment. If there's anyone I'd want here, it's going to be Switch. Dizzy taking out Spooty in the meantime. Now Switch kind of just being ready, but he's watching too many angles at once. Goes down in a 1-for-1. Bomb getting planted right here for Decon. Lurk going to get taken down by No-Go Snow. And now this is really tough here and really bleak as the Cobras bring it up to 8-2.
Yeah, the Cobras looking so comfortable on their map pick. Tridents not so much. During the regular season, Cobras went 3-0 on Nuke. ATL last week did not gift them the luxury of playing Nuke. And maybe this is the reason why.
Yeah, perhaps it was. Spooty already in the back of garage. Trout taking down Gillionaire. Switch.
There we go.
Getting Chad as they did decide to push into lobby this round. And it's a good spray through the smoke from Boom Talk onto Seagull. Now already only 2 players left. Only 20 seconds into this round. Boom Talk had taken down Joe and 1 player left. He has the bomb. He has a full belt. He has an op. It's going to be Dizzy. We've seen them come up big before, but this task ahead of them might be a little bit too tall.
Yeah, we've seen him 1v4, but never a 1v5. He has snuck in this control. Boom Taka's ready, but doesn't quite see him just yet.
They're so close. Boom Taka gonna get that info, gonna get that kill. A big 3K round from him. That's gonna be great for the Tridents. They need to get all they can get with 1 more round in this half.
I've always wanted to be a forklift driver. Right now, Crown Cobras are the one driving this map. Nice bounce back round from the Tridents. And that round was completely different from ATL. I mean, we talk about the push and pull that you want to see whenever you're giving up some space on the map. And it's just been the ATL getting pushed and pulled around. But that time, they kind of made a stand towards the lobby and it worked out for them.
Spooty getting a little bit more aggro this round, playing around credit card. Not a tradable spot, but they're not going to need it. Takes down Dizzy while Trout goes down to Chad. It's a double opener here from Chad. Looking to take this ramp position. 4v3 is the advantage he brought to the Snakes.
From Taka making his way down. But they're not actually going down towards B. They want to take Hell and wrap it all the way back up towards A. It looks like this is absolutely going to be the right call.
Yeah, only 1 player it's going to be watching. No-Go Snow takes down Joe. Seagull does get a kill onto Spooty. Snow over there. Right around Squeaky, right around Minnie. Is going to hold Minnie. Misses the shot. And that's going to make things awkward because you can't really progress until you get that kill. But he's not going to peek out. Boom Taka does take out Seagull. Now that's going to allow the retake to start taking form. Both players have a lot of util, have smokes in hand, have kits in hand as well. But Gillionaire ready to make the flick. And he's going to time it well, getting the 1, but getting traded. Now fleeking out with the nade in hand. It is going to touch down. And both these players on half health. That flashbang going to take him down. And Chad, tuck away. You have a chance to go into this half with a big lead. He swings out. He gets the kill. And he gets 9 here for the Cobras.
Really nice 3K from Iron Chad. You have to wonder if that smoke was thrown on the bomb. It was so close to being defused. A couple more seconds. ATL, that's all they can do is wonder what would have happened.
Cobras. I mean, this was their map pick. They picked it for a reason. I didn't think it was going to be this much of a reason. They absolutely dominated this map, and the way Tridents are playing, I really feel like they were just so lost on this map so far. They were so passive on outside, and yet they were getting punished so much on the inside of the map.
Yeah, I mean, just to kind of show how dominant, we already said on Nuke they have been. It's Spooty. It's going to be a fast A execute. Oh no, it's just Spooty making noise, actually. He's down vent.
He's going to have to be the big player on ramp. A little bit of bait and switch, but Boom Talker gets the back of him. Iron Chad with the trade. Iron Chad had a 3K in the last pistol round. Wants to repeat that. Bomb getting planted. Numbers punched in on the B site. No kits in hand for the CT, so the retake has to start moving. Spooty just in this decon. This could be what the Tridents needed. They wanted this. Chad gets a second kill. Joe gets one as well. Flashing, gonna go a little bit too far. And Gillinair takes down Spooty, and now No-Go Snow from a 5v4 to a 0v4. Crown Cobras have 10.
Really nice retake from the Crown Cobras. And I mean, ramp was given. The Tridents were able to make it down. Just collapsing on their positions. This team rotates so fast. Just kind of what I was saying before on Nuke. They are 3-0. They have won 39 rounds and have only lost 12 rounds out of those 3 games. They have not even lost a full map.
I mean, they have been tearing it up. And now looking for having a great opportunity to close it out is the Cobras. At 10, looking to 11. But these Tech 9s are going to be very close here along this ramp. Smoke's going to be going. Flash there on the Seagull. Jumping through with those techs. It's going to be 2 kills from Seagull. Now it's a spray there coming up for Chad, who gets 1. Now only 2 alive. Bomb is going to be going up to the B site. Are going to look to plant, but Gillionaire going to swing. Get that kill! And the bomb gets down in just the nick of time. That's going to be a good job for their eco. Boom Talker goes down. That bomb being planted, if this was closer, I think it would be interesting.
That is a very blunt way to say that. But I mean, take the little wins as you can, ATL. MP9 spray still having effects to this day. I miss the old MP9 spray.
I mean, if this was like an 8-5 game at this moment, you missed that spray, you're like, damn it, I should have had it. But you missed that spray, you're like, yo guys, I just whiffed so bad right now. and you know, you can kind of chuckle about it. Vibes are good. And yeah, now we're looking at the first gun round going up against this bonus here of the Cobras.
And if you are the Tridents, you want to keep your vibes high. Obviously, we are in best of 3 championship rounds. Spooty's going to be able to find Joe towards red. Iron Chad taking a look, seeing if he can maybe get a trade. Spots the body, unable to get any damage. As a player makes his way onto the A-bomb site, Trout actually finds Iron Chad, making things a little interesting now. This CT defense is starting to unfold. Spooty with another one.
And Switch taking down Dizzy as well. Seagull, last player alive. They only have an MP9. Maybe try to get some guns out of the hands of these T's. Looking to do just that. They have an avenue. They have spacing. They get 1, and it's Spooty. They found him out. It's going to be a double peek, but he has them all. He's going to get a 3K. He picked up an AK. And now both these players in a good crossfire here. Potentially. But actually, he gets no-go. He doesn't know where the last player is. He's behind the silo. Trout is going to be able to hold him, and he gets the kill. Oh my goodness, that was a 1v5, and now you only have 1 alive. ATL. That is not good. It seems like you're drowning, and you're the ones that should be controlling the water.
Yeah, around that, they were in complete control. It just starts to devolve. I mean, that MP9 close range, we're talking about how dangerous the 5.7 and Tech 9 is, but let's not forget playing those close corners with up against an SMG. We're asking for a little bit of danger.
Now it's going to be the true buy here coming up from the Cobras. The util a little bit light for them, but it's still a clean buy. Billionaire opening this round onto Trout. Good for them. Good for that CT side. They're going to get another kill. And it's a kill on the outside as well. No-go Snow. And Switch. Last player's alive. Make it just Snow. And now in this 1v5 gets the one. But it's not going to be a repeat of last round, as the Cobras do look to bring it to match point.
And I just want to kind of talk about how right now everybody on the Cobras has stepped it up. I mean, there's not really a carry. Seagull leading the way with 15 kills. The side of ATL, I mean, everyone's still around the same as well. It's just a map that they're not comfortable on. It's not their map pick. They're in the Cobra den. They are feeling the wrath.
Yeah, but it's always bleak when you can't even gather any pistol rounds. Now looking to make these moves with the MAC-10s. They're running down. They're dropping down into Squeaky. Switch leading the charge. Want to get that bomb down early and just whittle them out with the time. Good kill from Dizzy. Another kill from Dizzy, and Switch does trade Seagull. And now it's going to be kills bouncing back and forth. Bomb's still not down yet, however. 2v2 is the scenario.
Both these players wounded, and Joe's able to see Boom Taka with his back turn. They know the plant is going down. Last player has to be on site.
Yeah, these timings are so weird. Now Switch trying to stay alive, trying to get into an awkward angle. Has a chance to get somewhere where they won't find him out. And this will be a 1v1 that he's afforded. Taking down Gillionaire. And now pushing up. And oh my goodness, Switch takes down Joe. Joe should have been ready. Joe should have heard it. But
I can't believe
somehow he didn't.
But honestly, by Switch, if he would have walked it up, that would have been an amazing play. Still a really amazing thing, because if you hear that door close, you immediately think he's locking you out of the sight, but no, he's actually sniffing you out, coming for you. So it's going to be a timeout from the Cobras. Still a lot of rounds here that the Tridents have to make up. But if you're a believer, that is one of them.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be good for them. On the flip side, Cobras, right now, I think they really took this time out to decide if they want to buy into it because they have the big lead. But I think this is one of those scenarios where you have so many match points ahead of you. Just save, get yourself a full buy, and then you're going to have 6 rounds of match points where you're going to be able to buy pretty much almost every round. You're bound, what I always say, you're bound to accidentally win one of those rounds. And they just need to play smart and play their game.
It might be this one. I mean, 2 flashbangs, 5.7s, a deagle, and an MP9. This screams like it's going to be an aggressive play. And if the Tridents aren't ready, we could see map 1 end.
5.7s can do some damage. That's a little bit done on the Trout, but he does secure the kill, but it's a trade. Now they're looking to progress. The AK gets pushed down with that nade over to Joe. Now Boom Taka already pushed back. Switch does get a kill on a Gillionaire. Switch having a great game for them so far. And Joe taking down Boom Taka in the meantime. Going to be up close and Squeaky. Joe gets a second, but he gets traded down. And it's another trade, and now Switch in this 1v2. Switch had it last round. And now they don't have the bomb. And he's getting shot in the back. Gets the spray eventually on a Seagull. But it's only 20 HP now. And walking up is Iron Chad. Has no information right now as Switch. Oh, there was no need. And now that Molly is going to sting him up a little bit. And now they're very up close. Right up against each other. Right in sniffing range. And Switch gets it. Another big clutch from Switch. Taking it up to 6.
I don't know if Switch had like a glimpse into the future where he saw that he walked out that door and got sprayed, but I surely thought the map was going to end right there. A really smart decision from Switch to just hang to the right of that doorway on such low HP. Iron Chad walks right into the crosshair, but nevertheless, that was just 5.7s you're up against. Now you have to face the M4 and the full utility sets from this Crown Cobras team.
Full buy is on hand. Switch opening it up on a Chad. Though he does get taken down, and it is a 1-for-1. Switch has been the big player for them. I would like to see them stay alive a little bit longer. They kind of need you at the moment. Boom Taka getting taken down by Seagull. Dizzy takes down Trout. Without switch, it seems like it's all
Oh,
falling.
Seagull finds that.
Smoothie, not having a good map so far, is the highest rated player going into the series in this 1v4. Playing it around. It's touched with that nade. Taking down Gillionaire, however. And it's a good trade from Joe, securing 13 here. And the Crown Cobras do take map number 1.
Yeah, map number 1 goes to the Cobras. A comfortable map for them. They were in the lead the whole time.
Yeah, it was a hell of a series from them. They just looked like the much better team. I mean, clearly it's their map pick for a reason, but they looked like the much better team that entire time. And great job to them. And I really hope that ATL wakes up on this next map.
So, I just want to touch base again. So, we talked about Nuke, that being the best map for the Cobras. Well, the best map for ATL, if you're an ATL believer, is Inferno, and that happens to be the Cobras' worst map, a map where they have a negative win percentage. So, there's still hope out there, but you really need to build that confidence and shake that loss off.
Yeah, they're really going to have to come out swinging. They're going to be on their T side. And I mean, coming off a round where you just keep getting slammed in the face here on Nuke, I mean, you're really going to have to do the same on your T side. And we'll see if ATL has that in them just in a moment, as we are going to be setting it to a break. But when we come back to you guys, we're going to be on Inferno.
And we are here on Inferno. Cobras on the CT side as T Noodle finishes his donut. Trident's not even having a look at the banana. They're just playing slow, not entering apartments yet.
All right. Just like the Tridents, I am ready here. Looking to make this sugar rush happen. They are pushing up through arches at the moment. You know I love my arch plays, Momo. And they're going to be getting past, swinging on to A. And Spooty looking for the player leading the charge. Does get the headshot onto Dizzy. Now it's just going to be one player. Gillionaire, however, does get a kill onto No Go Snow. And Boom Shaka from down mid. However, it's some missed shots, making it awkward. Both these players just missing, but Joe does eventually close it out. 3v3 now is the retake. Spooty on very low health in that broken wall. And now up close, Switch. Big kill there on the Switch. Trout as well taking down Joe and Spooty from pit. From long range downtown. Does get that. And ATL is right here on top.
Yeah, the saving grace Switch, which is a player that, you know, was building up some confidence last map on Nuke. A little beacon of light the Tridents had. And I just want to say, very considerate of ATL to wait for you to finish chewing before that rush started to execute.
That was perfect. I even got a sip of water. That was great.
Oh. What the?
Yeah, it was
being greedy for the sip of water, making me play-by-play longer.
It's okay.
It's an A-stack.
You have your experience with it now.
I'm so thankful. Thank you for the opportunity. And the opportunity here, wide open for the Tridents. But if they walk onto this A-bomb site, if they venture a little too far, balloons are blown up and the surprise party is ready for them. Let's see if they got the invitation.
Yeah, you tell ATL already. I mean, it sounds silly. It's a pistol round and it's an anti-eco, but they're already looking a lot more comfy. I was mentioning it between the games. It looked like they never even played Nuke before. The type of space that they just were not taking. They just looked lost. And right now, you can just tell how they're moving and how they're clearing. They're a lot more confident.
Right, and I do want to touch on this since this is an empty bomb site. Do you know in the regular season how many times ATL played Nuke?
I'm gonna say 1 3/4.
They never played Nuke in the regular season.
Oh, then there you go. They took a gamble, leaving it in the pool, and it was taken from them. And Gillionaire, that's a Galil that's gonna be recovered. Now it's a 5v4 retake. Spooty taking down Seagull. Now 4v4 is the scenario, but they can actually look to lock the T's in here. However, they get a kill on Banana, and now they're pushing through CT. And they are going to be escaping, but actually it's 3 players getting taken down. Man. Shout out Inferno. And 2-0 is the scoreline, but that's a lot of bodies.
Yeah, so this bonus round that you would have had actually turns into your rifle round. So you got to make something happen. A little bit more pressure on ATL.
Yeah, now we're going to see what is done. And that one person who survived was someone who was had a Galil in an accessible scenario. And now it's a lot of util on board here for the CT side and 5 rifles lining up that little HUD right there. Now we're looking at what control wants to be done. Lots of banana presence here from the T side. They're pushing up. Billionaire going to be put in this corner. And it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Spooty, though, gets taken down to half HP in the meantime.
Yeah, looking for this top banana control. Seagull finding Trout. Advantage over to the Cobras. Only one player on this B bomb site. They're starting to rotate over Dizzy. Saw him make that incredible play last week on the B bomb site.
This is a good read by ATL. I really like it. You know, I really just like hitting B when these 2v2s. You can't really commit more than 2 to this site. It's like a normal take at this point. Now the push is happening. They are able to isolate the one player. They hear that spray coming in through CT. Joe is going to miss his spray. Only going to get one. That should have been a lot more, but through the smoke, it's Dizzy. And now Boomtaka, the last player alive, has the bomb, but has not yet progressed to the bomb site. And now they're looking to back up, but some player is already down here looking to say hello. And it's going to be Seagull taking the first round of the CT side right now for BOA.
And it's going to be an early timeout called by the Tridents. You can tell something did not go to their liking. I would imagine it was losing the round. If I had to guess, of course.
I mean, look, they're already being put into a save round off their first loss, and the next bonus isn't really going to be much if they full save here. They would be looking at an AK and not really much util to show for it. So it looks like some people are just looking to buy down and maybe put this into a double loss for themselves.
Yeah, as long as that's the sentiment around the team, there's nothing wrong with that. Are you expecting a banana play? I mean, there's still some avenues you could go with apartments or banana. These Tech 9s, we've seen them win rounds on both sides of the map.
Looks like it's not going to be banana. They are going to be looking to run through alt mid. And CTs, there's one player in apps. Probably heard a lot of noises running back. There's a lot of players here from the CT side on B. Chad does get a first kill on the Spooty, though.
Oh, that nade.
Just landing on the forehead of Switch. Saw lots of big nade kills yesterday. Looks like it might be starting up here on Inferno now. Good kill from Chad. Seagull combining as well. No-Go and Trout, last two players alive for the T side. That's some damage. Trout gets taken down. And now it's just going to be No-Go Snow and No-Go Life, as it is all tied up here, 2-2. Cobras
2-2 here.
Oh man, look at the decisions right here coming up from Tridents.
Another force buy.
See, last round they decided to do this little half awkward force where some people were committed and some people weren't. And I figured it was just going to be in a double save if they're not yet sure what they want to do. And they actually look to force into this round. Seagull with a big opener. However, Joe, it's taken down on the B site in the meantime.
Double smoke, a little bit of an air there from the Cobras. All matched up here, 4v4. Still a lot of time left. You don't have to commit to B. Send more players towards mid and take a look. Just already look at how much more comfortable Spooty is, 8-2.
They were saying he was going to be a potential activator on this map. Looks like they're still going to be committing to B. 4 players here from the T side on B. 2 ready to hold it. No quick rotates in sight. Util, counter Util. But aggro Util as well. Dizzy goes down. And in the back lane, Boomtaka takes down Gillionaire. Good way to bite back here is the Trident. As the site control is theirs, and it should be a save round here for the Crown Cobras.
Yeah, Seagull already getting in a position to potentially go for exits or just hunker down. And honestly, without that flashbang, there was a crossfire from hell with the CT. I don't believe it was smoke during the execute. They wanted to face it full force.
Yeah, I mean, it was an interesting decision. I mean, they were lucky enough to have no smokes on that CT side, but how these guys were angled on that crossfire, because one player decided to play more from dark or along that pillar than new box. How that angle goes, you're able to peek both of them without getting peeked by the players at the same time. You're able to peek each player relatively safely, so it's not really a crossfire at that point. You're playing new box. Both those players from CT, you're allowed to play a little bit safer in CT as well. And yeah, that really bit them in behind right there.
Yeah, so now, something that we haven't said at all this series, the Cobras looking a little bit uncomfortable, making some errors that we're not used to seeing. This
Once again, banana control being taken. Switch on top of the car. Gets taken down by Joe. That's going to be good here for the CT side as their economy is needing to stabilize here as these rounds have been traded back and forth. And that's some contest from Boom Taka. Shuts down Dizzy. These 1-for-1s being put out by the CT side are unnecessary.
Yeah, absolutely unnecessary. As soon as you have that advantage, that's not an angle that you need to go for. It's something that you do whenever you're maybe down a player trying to steal it back. ATL gifted the opportunity, and we might see your favorite play with this arch wrap.
Trap is always good, especially when the CTs are not looking at it. And it's a double kill from Spoody. Seagull, in the meantime, does take out Trout. And these three players are running up through CT. Gillionaire gonna spot one. Has a good headshot. Gonna swing. Gets a dink. And now it's gonna be a 1v2 retake here for Seagull. And oh man, that's the bomb in CT spawn.
They have some. They have an opportunity to.
This is
take
info
this back
because Seagull should be here already. And they could. Nope. They decided to go back to. They decided to go back to B. So now Seagull is gonna have a good chance. Here's both of them cross onto site. One planter, and he misses the spray onto the planter. That was a chance. And they're going to be flashing him out. You got to get this
bomb down.
Looking to get the bomb. Planted over along Fountain, and it's going to be no-go Snow. Getting that kill on a Seagull to close it out.
ATL scaring me that round because, yeah, with that bomb being down so long, the info was there whenever they picked it up and they didn't hear a trace of noise. You don't want to look like a fool and walk back into the A player. At the same time, with the bomb being down that long, maybe it's a risk that you're willing to take. So that could have ended up very poorly, but it did not. Now it's 5-7s and Deagles for the Cobras. More standard setup with these weapons.
And right now, these trades have just been so awkward. But that nade, thankfully, there is a gap and it doesn't hit their own teammates. Billionaire are going to get taken down. Spoody, the big kill, and Trout as well. Looking to go, so it's a more. Spoody sitting at 13-2 already. Really taking advantage of these eco rounds.
No, someone's in CT, but Spoody doesn't even have to see him, just smells him. Getting dizzy through the smoke, but it's almost like these teams talked before the match and they said, hey, if you give you your best map, you give us ours. Because now it's ATL that is in the driver's seat, looking very, very comfortable on their map pick of Inferno.
Yeah, Seagull just going to be able to save this AK in this post round. And yeah, Spoody, I don't know how he was able to get that kill through the smoke, but it might have been his Spooder senses just going off right there.
Spooder senses were tingling a little bit. I mean, ATL still kicking down in the series. We talked about how it was going to be hard for them to bounce back after that performance on map 1. They're showing us that it was nothing. Seagull does find Boom Taka. Doesn't do much to the economy because Trout sitting at 7,500. People able to drop for him. It was actually Spoody sitting at 10K. I don't know how I missed that. I guess I thought it said 1,000.
It's okay, Momo.
Sometimes reading's hard, man, but we've seen Dizzy with the op on CT side before pull off some miracles. Needs to get activated.
They're going to need a miracle with how this CT side is going so far. Lots of fire burning this banana at the moment. Trout leading the charge in abs, and it's going to be Dizzy shutting him down.
Yeah, I mean, just take a look. The next player on this Tridents team has 3 kills. Spoody 14-2. He is smurfing on Inferno right now.
Yeah, Spoody is just taking control of this banana. And right now, the T's are really doing a good job spreading across this map and just continuously hitting B. Joe rotating out. Bad read
Yeah,
from them so far.
there's no need
This
to
is what I
rotate
always
out.
talk about. It's little bits of Yuto can cause micro rotations.
Okay.
Even if he's back all the way by that well, it's
Yeah.
enough. And now the push is happening. Joe going to be peeking out. Out of an off angle. Going to get the one. And now they're up close. Gets the second. Looking for more. Billionaire gets him. And JoJo gets the third. Cobras get the third for them. With 5 on the board. That looks good for their economy.
It does, and I do feel kind of like a big goober. Joe was not rotating. He went to go pick up the smoke that his teammate dropped in CT. But still, if the attack would have happened right there, it would have been an awkward timing. But no. The Cobras hold strong on that B defense. Let's see. We've talked about the Tridents going B primarily. That might push them over towards the A site after losing a round like that. Such dominating fashion. Missed Molotov.
Yeah, but they don't have to pick a site so early. I feel like these defaults could work out for them. And right now, it's not going to work out for Boom Talk as he gets shut down by Iron Chad. And Dizzy coming down and getting that kill on the No-Go Snow. Spooty does get a trade on a Seagull, who was the helper for Dizzy. But it's still a 4v3 advantage here for the CT side. And I imagine they want to sit a little bit more passive and let Tridents try to see what they can take from them.
Yeah, and we do see the players starting to rotate over towards A. But not really any space taken by the Tridents right now. They're going to start working their way up Banana. Skillionaire just sits in a position, deep arches. You're leaving your B player alone on site.
Yeah, definitely interesting. Now it's going to be a rotate. Gillionaire, I think he's close enough. That smoke is going to be good. Doesn't have to get too tight. Now I bet we're going to be seeing a walk push here come in from the Tridents. Probably around 17, 16. It's actually going to be happening right now. Push is happening. 2 guys in the back of sight. Iron Chad gets the kill on the switch. Now it's just a spray through the smoke from Gillionaire. Not going to connect on anything. Good help there. Iron Chad taking down Trout. And now Spooty going to be saving 15-3. Wants to keep that 5 KD alive. And now it's going to be 5-4 as the Cobras are coming back on this one.
Yeah, the Cobras are coming back in dominating fashion. There was a moment where if ATL would have just executed on that B bomb site, it would have been a 3v1. They waited so long. It became so predictable with all the utility going to that side. It actually became a 3v3, just unwinnable scenario.
And outside of Spooty, no real money is on the board for the T side, so it's going to be a save with the Hero AK. And right now, the Cobras, how they've been playing so far. Don't want to get too aggro, don't want to get too close with these smokes, with these pistols. Iron Chad going to be burning Switch. And right now, Cobras looking to tie it up. They're close. They have a chance to do so.
Now it's going to be walking out right whenever the smoke begins to fade. Seagull re-smoking apartments. You still don't want to be in this situation up against pistols. You could get caught with your pants down. That's exactly what happens.
That's why you don't play close and apps against pistols. Good kill. Spooty gets one as well. And now we're looking at a 1v3. Make it a 1v2. Spooty only on 28 HP, but has a chance. Bomb is going to be in the hands of Dizzy. An apartments play is going to be coming soon enough. But no support. He is going to find himself in a 1v1. However, Dizzy does shut him down. You said it a few rounds ago. We've seen magic with Dizzy. Hasn't had to do anything crazy, but they have been so consistent. And every time they've had someone in their crosshair, it's been a dead body.
Yeah, and I actually saw something in the chat right after I said that. It said Dizzy has the op, easy 7-5. I didn't believe it, but it's starting to come true. As once again the Tridents buy down. I'd like to see them call a timeout, maybe talk about what they want to do, because it seems like they are just dedicating so much to one side of the map, If it doesn't work, they have to reclaim so much space with another missed Molotov. This isolates Joe.
Yeah, no contact going to be made from that. Joe does back up with one tick. Going to be taking 24 damage. That is just like me for real. And now it's, I mean, they're going to be continuing to take up this top car control. Just really going to be conditioning the Cobras that they are going to be top banana every single round. It's going to be playing this default. Dizzy gets the one kill he needs in Trout.
Let's see. Why is the bomb running back here? The bomb is holding. Very dangerous bottom mid. Doesn't see anything pushed though.
Yeah, 3 players still top banana. Looking at the utility from the T side, they got they got 2 smokes and 1 flashbang. Like to see a hard 2-3 split here. No need to put anyone in fast rotator positions. 1 smoke going to be used on the fake. He actually just smokes himself off from pushing.
But it's enough to pull a rotate.
Yeah, that's a little bit wild. Dizzy is going to be in broken wall. Good spray from Iron Chad, though. And now Dizzy is the last player alive on this site. And that's going to be 2 big kills. But Dizzy just kind of getting peppered along this broken wall. Eventually going down to no-go snow. 3 players on the T side versus 2 on the CT. But the HP is so low. But Spoody able to take a little bit more. And now it's a 1v3. This should have not been in the T's hands at all. But Gillionaire with the nade in hand definitely could potentially get 2 kills on this bomb site. He's trying to see what they can find. I imagine all these players should swing out together, but it doesn't need anybody. Boom Taka, and by himself, takes the kill. 6 rounds for the Tridents.
And that just shows how conditioned the Cobras are to think that it's going to be B. 30 seconds in the round. The smoke didn't even hit CT, but it was a smoke towards the B side, which pulled the rotate right in the moment where the A execute hit. So really nice job recovering that round for the Tridents. But still, that mid-round and early round, a little shaky from them. Let's see if they can pull it together for this last round.
Yeah, I mean, Cobras are still able to get 1 more buy in this. And once again, we're going to be seeing banana control. But it's going to be a 2-for-1 trade. As both players on the A bomb site do get taken down for the T's. And now it's just going to be these 3 players on banana. For the Tridents who are going to be alive. They've made it work previously. They're going to need to work it again. Now swinging out is Spoody, who takes down Joe. Spoody is cooking, sitting at 20-4. And now he's looking to move some more.
They need to execute this.
Yeah, playing in the smoke is Chad. I like this angle. That flashbang could make things interesting. He is going to get the spray up the dump, but he does not get it. And Switch resets, getting that kill. And now it's going to be a 3v2. Plant advantage. And missing the shot is Dizzy. Oh my goodness, everything is going wrong for them. Spoody with another kill on the Seagull. Now Dizzy in this 1v3. Right close range. Dizzy takes down Boomtaka. Has the bomb, or has the smoke, has a defuse kit. And both these players on such low HP.
Spoody on 1 HP.
Yeah, this is when it gets spicy. He doesn't know what the HP count is, though. He wants to get both of them. But the only thing he's getting is a bullet in the back of the head. 7 rounds here for the Tridents. They look good on their map pick right now.
Yeah. 7-5 was predicted. I don't know if he meant the other way. But you know what? I'm going to say that chatter was absolutely correct. Spoody on 1 HP only needs 1 bullet to take down Dizzy. So some confidence brewing for ATL. You ended up winning your T side. You just have to solidify this map with a solid CT side performance.
And now this is what we get to see. It's really hard to stabilize your economy if you lose the pistol round. Crown Cobras have been doing a hell of a job on their pistols so far. Let's see what happens in this one.
It's going to be this alt mid spotted by Switch, but he's going to lose his life. He saw a little too much, and they're not actually committed towards this A.
Oh, Seagull I feel like this is deja vu. We saw someone tucked down there before. Spooty kind of pushing into CT or into T-spawn, gets a second kill. And this is interesting. This is great aggro from the CT side. No-Go Snow on low HP. No-Go Snow very close, and Seagull does take him down. 3v3 now, as the fight somehow is in bottom mid.
How is Spooty still alive? He just ate like 8 Glock shots. He's still eating the Glock bullets. He's alive. He's running.
Spooty is just eating the shot, and now it's going to be a 3v3. And Boom Taka takes down Seagull. Bomb going to be collected.
He's going to go back under.
Top mid. Oh my goodness, Spooty. Just getting so sneaky. But they're going to be moving on to the A-bomb site. That's 2 big kills. And that's going to allow them to have the avenue, to have the bomb site. And what are they going to do? They are going to be planning it safe. This is fun. Spooty on 6 health, 2 guns in hand, has a flashbang. Half health for both these players at the moment. And now we're going to be seeing it. Dizzy gets the kill. And scoreboard isn't exactly the direction I wanted to look at, but what Pool said earlier, Momo, it's your favorite time. 6-7.
You know, I was actually so happy whenever the half didn't end 6-6, because if it ends 6-6, I'm guaranteed to get hit with it. But if it ends 7-5, there's a chance that I can just wiggle out of his stupid 6-7 joke.
It's fate, you know? If the Counter-Strike gods, if Gaben did not want it to happen, wouldn't have made it happen.
He made it happen just for you, buddy. And Spooty making it happen for ATL right now, but he does need someone to step up. Still, the person behind him is Boom Taka, 8-11, 24-5. I don't know if he's taking all the kills or if he's the only one that's actually shown up to this Inferno map. But either way, it has ATL in the lead by 1. And they're going to have to save here, so expect this to potentially be tied up real soon.
I mean, this is where it really gets interesting, because Inferno's not really one of those maps where you can just have one player run them over, but I mean, that's pretty much what they did. Usually doesn't work out that way, but CT side, it's not like Spooty can be playing both bomb sites at the same time. So Cobras can really just work around that.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what you do in a pug whenever someone's popping off, is Seagull's going to look really, really closely at that flashbang.
Yeah, this is about to be a rude awakening here for Seagull.
Guys, oh no, he's calling to rotate over. He said, guys, the B site's clear. Don't go A. There's a trap on A.
Oh my goodness. Well, he's still going to find it. That's one found. And no one goes for the trade. And his players are still coming. His players are still coming because he thinks there's going to be no one looking for the trade. He's calling this site is going to be relatively clear.
Oh no, this could get so interesting. Seagull, what have you brought your team into?
Gets that 1v1 onto Seagull, or Seagull gets 2 kills. And now the backside, Joe gets Spooty. And now it's going to be Trout moving up on his kills. And that's going to be the bomb rotate. He said, get me the hell out of here. That was scary. And that's going to be rotating all the way back. I imagine it's going to be all tied up at 7. But a Galil is in the hands here of Trout.
I mean, that just shows even though Seagull is able to provide a bird's eye view on the site, the vision wasn't very clear at all. Almost led his team into a trap. Luckily, the trades were there. Only 2 lost so far, but Galil handed over to Trout. He's going to be looking for some exits. He's going to meet someone in wine. Oh, and gets the dink, but no kill. Gillionaire survives. 9 HP, 7-7's the score. And it's almost harder whenever you're on CT side because now Crown Cobra's controlling the pace, avoiding Spooty at all cost.
Man, what a nice shot by Trout. You almost would forget that he's sitting here at 4-13. But here we are. Round number 15. 7-7 is the scoreline. A brand new game is in hand. Gun round for both these teams. Really, this is going to be the test to see who can really move forward, who can really progress these next few rounds.
That was a very weird molly. They are contesting the
I
side
like this
of Spooty.
boost. Flying from above is a Seagull, but Spooty with a double trade. That tells them exactly where Spooty's at. I don't know what's happening.
They ground bomb immediately. I thought it was going to be this fast execute towards A because, like you said, that's all the info you need. I'd like to see Spooty get more proactive on this map and early rotate over. You know they don't want to fight you. You're 26-6.
Yeah, Spooty is in new box right now. That is a long rotate. They need to move quick. That's going to give them a window here. Trout and Switch on the site. Switch does get a kill, but gets traded out. Now Trout in the back lane goes down as well. And now it's going to be Dizzy in this 1v2. Bomb has fallen down on the bomb site. And there's a little gap in that smoke, but he is going to still get it down. Flash and Molly in hand. No kits right now for the CT side. However, the retake is happening pretty quickly. Spooty leading the charge. And Spooty, with the help of No Go Snow, they get the kill. And it's going to be 8-7 here for the Tridents.
A little shaky. Good crossfire. Good hold by both the players that were on the A bomb site. Yeah, if you're Spooty, as soon as you make your presence known, you have to fly to the other side of the map because they sure as hell don't want to fight you.
You're basically just playing this round like an opera. You pop your shot and then you immediately like rotate to some other position.
I did like to see Switch. I mean, he has 5 assists. He was the player, the go-to on Nuke. I mean, there wasn't much hope in that map at all, but like we said, Switch was that hope. He needs to activate here on Inferno and close this map out and pull this into a map number 3.
And discipline from the T side at the moment. Just still on pistols, looking to make this save. Playing a little bit more of a default setup on this round.
Oh, Spooty taking some damage from that Deagle. Just playing so aggressive. Gets into the cubby quiet. But you want to be careful playing so close up against pistols.
Spooty smells those pistols and sees a chance at grabbing 30 on this round.
That would be absolutely insane. 30 kills before someone hits double digits. Unheard of. But Switch is going to actually open it up over towards the A bomb site. Gets the kill on Dizzy. Finds the kill on the Seagull.
Yeah, good bracket control. Not really getting too close against these pistols. And now it's going to be Switch swinging out. No Go Snow actually gets the kill from the other side of bracket. Now Spooty up close, going to get the 1 kill. And it's going to be another kill from No Go Snow. And we are here at 9-7 for ATL.
Is there any way, Observer, that we can get... I just want to see the MVPs on the scoreboard. I just want to see how many are Spooties. If not, that is okay. I know I'm picky, but I can promise you it's gonna be Spooty with a lot of them, and everyone else with a few little. No, that round he did get out fragged by Switch.
Oh, that is
he's
true.
Gonna be eating nades. Wait, they're not clearing him fully.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade, but the flashbang in perfect time. Joe gets Spooty, and now one more player here. No Go Snow gets a kill.
Someone needs to step up big time, and this rotate's going to go towards A, and it's going to be all on Trout. He had a clean shot on the pistol round.
They need to go faster. Crown Cobras, you got 2 picks on B. You have to imagine there's rotations. You should have space. And they're taking their time. Already the rotations have come back. That's going to be a good kill for Trout.
Oh, no.
Now they're just stuck at truck. 2 on the bomb site. It gets a little weird. Switch gets a kill. Trout another. And now only one. It's going to be Switch. What a terrible read here from the Cobras, taking way too long. Their feet were stuck in mud. And the Tridents sitting here right now at 10.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good read, but the hesitation, you have to execute as soon as possible. It's either you're going to fly out B once you get those 2 kills, or you're rotating flying out A. This should we, shouldn't we, is what lost you that round. You didn't lose that round because Spooty popped off. You lost that round because of the decision making.
Good read on that rotate from ATL, but I'm not really sure why that push took so long. 1-for-1 trade at mid. Billionaire picks up that op. We're going to be able to isolate a player at Broken Wall. It's going to be Trout. He's really come alive in the last few rounds of this half. And Trout gets 1 kill. And that's going to be a dink supported by a kill from Seagull. And they're peeking out with util in hand. Boom shakalaka, Boom Taka gets that kill. 3v2 on this retake. Hits in hand for everybody because they've been cooking. Siegel and Joe between Sight and Pit. Now it's just going to be Sight. It's just going to be Joe with this off. Hiding behind this box. Misses the no-scope and no-go show. Gets that round. It's 11-7 here for the Tridents.
Yeah, I want to say for ATL, it looks like more players are starting to show up. Spooty been a non-factor the past 2 rounds, and it's been a non-problem. 4-round streak for the Tridents. I almost said the Cobras. Is incorrect, though. No timeouts taken. The T-Noodle timeout.
Timeouts are for the week.
Timeouts are for the week, and they're also for champions. Boom Taka playing this position. It's been played so much, and it looks like not Gillionaire to be ready, but he's actually fully blind. Spooty with the help. Boom Taka finds another. See, Spooty clears this. He has been the king of Inferno so far. He's looking at him through this wall.
Yeah,
that flash.
His senses. He is just tingling. He is feeling Joe now in this 1v5. And imagine it's not going to be any kills for you. Maybe just a little bit. Maybe you're in sniffing. And now Spooty going to push down.
Oh.
And it's a good shot there from Joe. Absolutely clotheslining Spooty.
There's no way Joe's allowed back into this round. I mean, the Arches player.
The timing is looking. Oh.
Still, there's Trout and Pitt, who's been solid here, at least for one. You have to imagine Joe has this Molotov, and if he's able to throw it, it's going to go towards Pitt.
He's going to have an opportunity. He's going to get the timing, but Trout, they're just taking that fight. Trout took the 1v1, and it's going to be 12 rounds on the board here for the Tridents. And just similar to Nuke, whereas absolute masterclass here by BOA, Tridents putting together a masterclass of their own, and Crown Cobras are not doing good on this test whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, for ATL, everything is going in your favor except Spooty, unable to claim 30. He's run out of time. Needs 2 this round. Utility, as you see. Not everybody has full utility. It's just going to be Joe with the full set.
Yeah, and they're looking to rush B once again. Spooty and Boom Taka combining for kills once again. This has been a wall on the B bomb site this entire CT side. And now it's only 2 alive here for the Cobras.
We're looking at most likely a Dust 2.
Spooty,
seeing what he can find.
Only at 29 kills at the moment.
Yeah, he's not going to get
right
the
now
30
are debating throwing this last round to see if they can get his boy 30, but it doesn't
Yeah,
look
right.
like it's going to happen. Billionaire going to get 1, and that's going to be No Go Snow. Getting Yes Go Snow, getting that kill. 13-7 as the Tridents do take map number 2. And, you know, really biting back after they got dumpstered on Nuke. Dumpstering BOA on Inferno.
Why am I so tall? Sorry. Tall, just like Spooty stood on the leaderboard that game. And now we're going into a really interesting Dust 2, a map that both these teams really aren't too familiar with. So I'm really interested to see what happens. It's more of a puggy map. That's great news for ATL because you have Spooty on your team.
Yeah, I mean, after these 2 games, you had one team who, I mean, you said it. They've never played Nuke, and they showed up like they've never played Nuke before. And then you go into this map, Inferno, it was a little bit back and forth. Both teams looked in it, and then all of a sudden, just wall was just erected on that map, and they could not get anything on their T side, and Tridents just shut down BOA completely. And you're going from tactical to absolute pug wide. Just whoever's ready to fry is going to fry. And I mean, I'm really interested to see how that plays out if Spooty does the same thing once again.
Yeah, I mean, it's worth mentioning here that I don't know. I don't think Spooty's going to be as comfortable. Obviously, Inferno was the bread and butter. That was something that they looked forward to. Both teams licking their lips. Their favorite maps got into the pool, but now it's like, what the hell are we going to do? This is unfamiliar territory. So I'm curious if that's going to affect the pace of play and the decision making that we saw. If it's going to be as solid from ATL.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely have a show for you on this last map. Reminder, everyone, this is the Prospect Grand Final, and going into Dust 2, Crown Cobras played it once, or have not played it in the regular season, and the Tridents played it once and lost. So not a lot of experience on this map. I mean, might have had experience in matchmaking, experience at Face It, but as a team, not really so much. But we're going to see how that inexperience plays out as we're going to be sending it to map number 3 after this break. And here we are. This is the moment. This is the match. This is what these players have all been waiting for. Map number 3 of the Prospect Grand Finals here of Season 18. Fighting for everything, fighting for it all. And they're looking to go down long. Tridents starting on the T side. They're pushing deep. And they're looking to take control. Switch taking down Joe. Seagull and Dizzy on this crossfire at long. And it's going to be an absolute cracked open A-bomb site as they're looking across. Bomb already looking to get planted as Iron Chad just trying to get some shots from the catwalk.
Yeah, this has been all Tridents right now, only losing one player. See if they can wiggle their way back in. Iron Chad with a nice shot. That's going to help give some more space on Cat. So they're going to creep up towards this site. Oh, almost another clean shot.
One along the long. Good step through the box. Wants more, and now it's a 1v1 between Spoody, and Spoody goes down. Gillionaire feels like a millionaire, and they're going to be up 1-0.
Yeah, that is such a crazy round to lose. You had such an advantage going into it, and the bomb has already ticked so much. Just the shots that Iron Chad was hitting on this retake, doing so much damage to players. Both players being gripped up on ramp. Gives Gillionaire the window of opportunity to win this round. Not the start you wanted if you're an ATL fan.
Yeah, I mean, that was crazy. I mean, they had the site control. They had a 4v2 advantage. Bomb was planted. They had a scenario where they could play easy post plants. And, I mean, if you're a spectator or a fan of them, you look away for a moment, grab your snacky, and all of a sudden they lose the round.
That's why I never grab my snacky. That smoke miss. There's no way. That has to be intentional, throwing the smoke to the right of tunnels.
Calculated.
Yeah, absolutely. Mac 10s and Tech 9s.
Sense of security.
Tridents are fully in this round, and Seagull playing close to these mid doors. He might have a rude awakening if Spoody's on the same streak that he was on Inferno.
Oh, and that flashbang is definitely bright to wake up to. Still 3 players here on the B-bomb site. That's going to be a good kill from Chad.
Yeah, this M4 has long range here.
Yeah, this is a great pickup.
Oh, Miss Molly.
Pushing in tunnels right now as the CT's Gillionaire gets a kill. And now just running in kind of to a blender here. Gillionaire gets 2, Joe gets 1. And now 1 alive. It's going to be Trout, who's now floating on top of the water. Crown Cobras get 2.
Yeah, you almost want to see as soon as you learn that the M4 is in window, you take it back and maybe hit Cat. That's not the case. ATL fully bought in that round. Did not get much of a return. So it's going to be pistols. Spoody, sell that Mac 10. Trout, sell the Mac 10. Come on, what are they keep passing the Mac 10 around.
I mean,
selling it.
All things considered, I thought that was a good call by ATL. I mean, you would think on a round like that there would be only one mid and 1 B, but they just happen to play 1 mid and 3 B on an anti-eco, which is just absurdity.
Is that the first CZ kill of the playoffs? That's the first CZ
it's the
kill
first CZ kill I've seen in my life since like 2021 or something. Now Iron Chad up close with his M4. Only good for 1. Spoody with a big kill.
This is where, if I'm Spoody, I'm sending a minion to grab me an M4. I just almost dropped 30 kills on Inferno. Give me the M4.
Yeah, Joe gonna have this angle. Straight up slams the head of Boom Taka. Now Spoody moving up.
I mean, 1 minute left, and these players are all split up here. Joe's playing close to the smoke, but if Trout finds him, Crown Cobras are going to be in a very interesting position. Oh no, he locks himself into one of those one and done positions.
Yeah, and whoop, that gun is getting a little bit weird. It's a good kill. But Trout takes him back down, and now it's a 2v2 scenario.
Nobody's on A either.
Yeah, shooting at this angle from bottom CT is weird. Nade does a lot of damage. No-Go Snow and Trout both on low HP. Gillionaire are going to be popping up right up onto this elbow.
He's having a little trouble getting up there, it looked like.
No, he's waiting for his teammate. They want to get this together. They have 1 player coming up, Cat, and now this is when he pops up. Going to swing this 2v2 together. 1 kill onto Trout. And now it's just going to be No-Go Snow on this ramp. It's swing up top, but he gets taken down by Dizzy. And it's a 3rd on the board here for the Cobras.
Really nice retake from the Cobras, and around that, it's looking like it could have led to disaster. M4 not recovered. Sorry, Gillionaire, you're stuck with the FAMAS. The bankroll starting to get going. Gillionaire sitting at 6,300. Dizzy at 78. And I mean, we've seen Dizzy with the op, but he's sticking with the with the FAMAS. No Ghost No actually has the op on his side.
Just take this bonus, progress a little bit, and we'll see what happens. We saw 3 long early on, and now 1 is already rotating through CT, maybe going up to Cat actually. Just on the other side of the door, Spooty and Gillionaire. Gillionaire does get spammed just a little bit.
Oh,
no
just
go
a
Snow
lot.
with the wall bang right through the body of Gillionaire.
1 player towards this B-bomb site. 2 towards long for the Cobras here. If they can sniff out this mid to B, it would absolutely be the right call. Throwing the util, but a lot of players stacked up on Cats, maybe just trying to get a rotate.
That mid to B
Smoke doesn't land
missed.
fully. But it's causing
Usually
enough
when you
of a
see missed
distraction.
util, that's a little bit of a tail to rotate. But actually, they are going to be pushing through. Switch is going to take down Joe. And now isolated here is going to be Dizzy. Getting shot in the back. But it's a lurk from Spooky taking out Seagull. Now Dizzy is hiding at car. Gets snuffed out. Gets taken down. Iron Chad last alive on 35. He's going to have to save.
Yeah, luckily he gets to save an AK and a T-Molly. But nice bounce back from ATL. They faked the fake, which ended up faking me. Did it fake you?
Yeah, it got me. It got me a little bit.
Okay. I was going to say, if it didn't, go fake yourself.
That's aggressive.
And Iron Chad's not careful. He might walk into a player unknowingly.
This is a little interesting play of hide and seek. Iron Chad just kind of wiggling around here. I think you're right. I don't know if anyone peeks into suicide that deeply. At least in a way that's going to get Iron Chad kill. Iron Chad gets the 1 and somehow gets out with his life. That's going to be big for them. Especially because their money shouldn't be terrible going into this next one.
Yeah, lucky to get snapped back into spawn right before Trout traded his teammate. So that's a good find. Still ATL with that first round 1. Looking like they're going to go towards potentially long here. Aggressive mid play coming in from Gillionaire. Going into lower tunnels. Not seeing anything. This is a big tell that they're lined up towards mid and A.
Good information here for the CT side. Really, Dizzy's just going to have to be posted up at long this entire time. Walking through mid right now with Switch. Gillionaire now was in a good spot earlier. Now he's kind of pinned between 2.
Oh,
and
how does a Gillionaire find
Gillionaire
that?
gets out of that. Incredible timing there for Gillionaire. And now Joe tucked right by these stairs.
See if Boom Taco is able to clear it.
Boom Taco looking to do so. Gets a big kill on a Seagull. And Joe gives up his position. However, he swings, gets the kill, and Boom Taco staying alive, gets 1 as well. And now Boom Taco only on 3 HP in this 1v3. It looks like the Crown Cobras are going to be biting back.
Smoke. As soon as they hear the drop, oh, never mind, they don't even have to. Gillionaire bounces the nade off of Xbox, finds the toes of Boom Taka. Situation that happened lower. I mean, Gillionaire just staring up at the sky, looking for the above angle. Still able to readjust and find Spooty. Whenever you're able to eliminate a great player like himself, that does a lot to a round early.
And both players were just off with their pre-aim, just a smidge, and then fortunately for Gillionaire, he was the first one to reset. Now
It's
Joe
Joe's
pushing
turn.
up through under. Only a flashbang onto him. They're not going to be clearing him out.
Oh,
He's going to get the
no.
one spray. It's going to be a 1-for-1. Spoody goes down in that position again.
Yeah, he died, so he was more aggressive, but he didn't clear the angle that he took so much time clearing last round. Dizzy here with the op, and if he sends too wide here, could be trouble, but he's back, locked in on the position, unable to take the shot, just a little too fast.
Well, that was a long fall back there that Dizzy decided to take. They were going to be playing an off angle a bit, but they eventually do make their way back to Goose. And now a mid to B push is happening.
As long as the smoke hit. No, they're having issues hitting that smoke fully. Let's see if it causes issues as Iron Shad on the B bomb site finds Trout with his back turn. They know that this player's close and able to trade him out. This B bomb site's completely empty now. Rotate just now happening from Gillionaire. Made it the catwalk. He is zooming across this map.
Yeah, this is weird that it's the opera there. That's going to be some noise given, though, and they're going to be able to tell his teammates that one's coming tunnels. Now up close, the ops are going to look. Boomtaka gets one. Boomtaka not getting the second. They should be aware that one is in tunnels. Definitely know they're aware now.
Oh.
There goes Show. Doesn't want to take this fight too early. Gonna have that flashbang. No one's gonna swing though. Swing comes now. Seagull gets the kill. And now it's gonna be Switch versus Gillionaire.
Oh,
and
nice shot, Switch.
Clotheslines Gillionaire taking the second round here for the Tridents.
Now we have a matchup here. 1-5. It would have been looking bleak, but ATL holds strong on their site defense. Economy still strong enough for a bye, I believe, for the Crown Cobras. Such a clean shot, though, to end the round on to Gillionaire.
Sir,
So now it's going to be 5-7s and nades.
And they're going to be running up through mid. The Crown Cobras are just slithering up the middle of the map. No-go Snow and Shroud getting 2 kills over there. Now they're just looking to collect on everyone here. Only one player left. Make it no players left. Somehow against that eco rush, they maintain all 5.
Yeah, it looks like there was some blocking going on in Suicide, and can't help but think maybe that saved a life. This is like the most default spawn that you can get on Dust 2. Oh my goodness.
I remember one time in my grand final, we all spawned towards long, like all 5 of us were as close as you could get, and then the server had to be reset and we lost it. We were so sad.
That is very. You should have reported the server.
We tried. They couldn't do it. It's RNG on spawns.
That's what led to you losing the grand final.
No, we don't lose.
And now someone has to lose this grand final into map 3. Seagull playing this position. He doesn't have anyone else playing along with him, so fairly easy position to get traded out on. He may want to reconsider. Smoke's deep. Actually not deep enough. Just a slow round from the Tridents. 2 players making their way in tunnels.
Now pushing through the smoke. Seagull is going to take down Trout. The bird collects the fish. And now it's going to be a 5v4 CT advantage here for the Cobras. And
48 seconds left.
Yeah, they're looking to go to long again. That is going to be another smoke. You have to imagine, unless they push it, that's another 18 seconds. It's going to be delayed. And looking to push it. It's exactly what they're doing. Flashbang is coming out. Seagull going to be tucking below this pit. Second flashbang is there. And that Molly's going to land exactly where they're standing, but he scoots up. He scooted up just in time. He's going to get 1.
Oh, he gets
He's going to get 2. Seagull, oh my goodness. And now Spoody with a double trade back into this round. 13 seconds on the board. They're going to be scooching up. Joe is going to be here potentially to prevent, but Switch is going to get that plant. Now Joe is up top.
He's going to be ready.
He's going to be good for 1. He knows where the last is, and Joe is going to take down Spoody. Cobras getting round number 5, or getting up to 5.
Seagull, what a crazy exchange. Nobody looking. The flying leg comes in. able to find Snow, able to find Boom Taco, wants to retreat into cover, and retreats right into the molly of Spooties.
That was absurd. No, but like when that molly went down, that was gonna land right on him, and he just scooched up. Like I'm pretty sure that thing was just like was right on his heels, as close it could possibly be without him getting touched. And that like everyone was looking at it, and they all turned as soon as no noise happened.
Yeah, it's like those people that put their chairs as close as possible to the bonfire. It ended up working out for the Cobras. Bomb plant was awarded to the Tridents, so the buy is still strong for them.
That was so much insanity.
That's
Not
bomb
as
spotted.
insane as a Paravision graffiti, and Dizzy does get a kill on the Spooty. And Dizzy getting another one. Big kill from from Dizzy.
That's bomb. Well, he just looked at it. He said, wait, that's the bomb. And that's a grenade flying right at me. Missed shot. He's going to have to give the bomb up. Not without throwing a grenade, and it's going to chunk switch down for 32 as Iron Chad's going to be able to trade him out. This round is all BOA.
Yeah, BOA is constricting, making this suffocating. But Trout opening it up, and No Go Snow gets a kill as well. But Gillionaire going to be at the top of the map. Going to take him down, and now it's just going to be Trout in the back of sight. And Joe?
Oh, he doesn't know.
Joe!
Like, what? He recovers. He recovers. Don't stop. Stop it. All right, he recovered. Nothing happened.
What a
Joe
big play
kills
by
the play
Joe
on
to
site.
save that round. 6-3 now is the Cobras as they look to recover that op at mid.
Yep. I mean, this is how Joe drew it up. He hit him with a little do, you know? Don't mind me whistling noises.
I guess he's not B. And then thank goodness he jumped above the thing as he was about to go.
I wonder how confused Trout was seeing a player take his gun out, take his knife out, start rotating. It doesn't matter though. It's BOA. It's going to be Tech 9s here and a Hero Galil onto Trout. It's going to be towards this B.
Yeah,
Quick smoke coming in. Molly comes to block it.
They're looking to swim. The nade is going to land. And it's going to be a good spray. Seagull's out of bullets. We have support in Chad, who's going to be getting another 2. And now No Go Snow going to be the last here in this 1v4. Playing around that box in the front of Pit. Or in front of Platt. And he's just moving around. Really nervous. And no one's giving him anything. The CT side is playing this cautiously. You know, these lurks can be a little bit silly.
I can't believe he's not worried about tunnels at all.
He can't be worried. He has to say if they're going to push tunnels, they deserve to win. And now he's just playing.
This is going to be a really bad jump scare for No Go Snow.
Yeah, he's going to peek into a gaggle of them, and Iron Chad is going to take down No Go Snow. And it's 7 on the board here for the Cobras.
This is map 3 of the grand final. Surely, if you're ATL, you take a timeout here. You talk about what you want to do, right? Maybe. I was doing a good job of calling timeouts yesterday, but it seems like these teams, after map 1, have no interest. They want to go at each other, and they want to go at each other now.
And I mean, these rounds, I mean, we look at how many defuses have been on the board. I mean, 4 of the 7 rounds here for the Cobras have come with defuses. So it's not like Tridents are not getting their map control. They're not getting their spacing. But it's still awkward for them.
Oh, no, the nade.
Goes down to that molly, supported by that nade from Seagull. And still 4. In that long, smoke is going to go down. They're going to be pushing up on that immediately.
Oh, another
and
nade.
He just abandoned his friend, Switch, taking down Gillionaire. And that's going to be another spot at a car. Should see some utility land and some feet get hot. The man's hot as he gets a kill. Seagull gets 2. Seagull is the king of the flames. And now it's just going to be a 2v3. As the Tridents are really just struggling here.
You have to get the bomb. Don't leave the bomb just sitting like this. Obviously, got to throw some supporting utility. Sees the op on the angle. That's your time to grab it. Took a little too long, though. So Dizzy finds Spooty. Here comes a backup smoke. Almost shooting his teammate. Oh, no. No Go Snow. Unable to reclaim the bomb. Cobras have 8. Dust 2, we talk about how awkward the CT side is to play. This is one hell of a start if you're a BOA fan.
Dude, Seagull is just blowing my mind. That is 2 scenarios where he's gotten 2 kills, just playing around, dancing in fire. And yeah, Seagull really coming alive, helping the Crown Cobras soar to the top here.
It is hard to burn a target that can fly, but Dizzy burning switch through the smoke with an op bullet.
And now all four are going to be going up cat. Molly's going to come a little bit late, but that nade is going to land perfectly.
Oh, between three
Lots
players
of damage
as well.
done. Trout goes down. Spooty gets a kill. Spooty gets 2 kills. And now the big man himself, Iron Chad, is coming up from long. And Seagull in CT. Nade towards ramp. Not going to get it. It's a crazy shot there from Iron Chad. And Dizzy going to spot one. Gets the body. And now it's just going to be Spooty. Make it no one. As the senses are no longer tingling. Crown Cobras take 9.
Yeah, and I mean, it's so easy to talk about how many rounds were retaken by the Cobras, but it was almost rounds that ATL shouldn't have even gotten a bomb plant that they almost saved themselves.
That was nuts.
That was a very crazy shot indeed. Spooty, where are you now? You almost had 30 kills last map. Now you're sitting at 10-11. Your team needs you most. 9-3 Cobras going into the second half of our final map, map 3.
Yeah, this is just really funny how this is going so far. Crown Cobras, kind of the same thing they were doing on Nuke, dominating the first half. Doing the same thing here. Inferno was a little bit more even in the beginning. We're trying to just stomp the second half. Now Cobras, they can feel it. That little glimmer of that shiny emoji trophy is within grasp. And now Spooty pops up, and he's going to leave the noise running out through lower. That's info. And now Spooty's going to be caught between a rock and a hard place. And Seagull does take down Spooty.
But that nade takes down so much health for the Cobras. Still looks like a mid to B smoke coming out here. If Trout can play in front of this with the dualies, he might be able to make some magic happen.
And mid to B smoke is in place. 2 players from the CT side are going to be playing up close. Bouncing across the side is going to be Boom Talka, who gets taken down. And Trout only good for 1. Now on B side is going to be Switch, and switched up on him. He goes down. Now No Go Snow is the last alive. 1v4. Oh no, this is looking real rough for ATL. They're not going to have the pistol. Likely not going to have the next round.
Yeah,
it's going to be a real uphill battle.
That shot, 1v3 now. You hit another crazy shot. You might just look for it. See what BOA gives you. Actually, it's a really nice read of the situation, but no time to go for this. He's blocked out completely.
Yeah. All right, Chad, you don't want to die here. You don't want to give them an extra $50.
I thought that was only for CTs.
Yeah, No Go Snow is.
No, like...
If Iron Chad pushed him and Snow got the kill.
Okay. I understand what you're saying now. And ATL is looking like their chance at the emoji, their chance at glory is fading. If you're an ATL fan in chat, they need those fish noises now more than ever.
Yeah, the only fish noises we're hearing is a fish drown. I didn't know that happened, but here we are. 10-3 is the scoreline. Going into this anti-eco is the Crown Cobras. Nade stack towards top mid where no one is home. Seagull throwing some support flashes. You know, one player's there. Seagull has this AK. And,
don't lose the AK.
Yeah, he's getting fought by a bunch. Gets the one. Joe gets a kill. Iron Chad gets a kill as well. Seagull getting the spray. And now Boom Taka, the last player alive, picks up a gun. But gets his life taken away. It's going to be 11 rounds now for the Cobras.
This is going to have to be one hell of a comeback here. Dizzy has the long spawn. This is a bonus round for them. You already know that it's going to be flashes. It's going to be fireworks. Oh, look, he drops the Galil. He said, give me the AK. He's going to take this fight.
Yeah, you got a long spawn. You got to go for it. You got the confidence. And it's going to be Dizzy. He's going to be running through. Going to be having support flashes from his 2 teammates in the back lane. And it's coming. One flash. Second flash going to come out soon. Dizzy gets 1 kill. He gets traded up by Switch. But that's all they needed.
One for the tease. I know Trout was here, and he's going to be playing one of those one-and-done positions. Flash coming in from Seagull, fully blinds the Trout. And Joe's able to take him down.
Yeah, turned into a none-and-done position. One player from long. It is going to be Switch taking out Gillionaire. This lurking Chad does take out Boom Taka. And now it's just going to be Spooty and Switch. One from long. Make it just Spooty. He's stuck in CT spawn in this 1v3 as they look to be facing a potential match point if he cannot retake this. Starting to move up. Finds one player with util in hand. The support there from Seagull. Flying in to save the day. It's not a plane. It's not Superman. It's a bird, and it's 12-3 for the Cobras.
And as soon as Seagull hears the shots from Spooty, able to just to run in and give him the back shots when he wasn't looking. So match point, Crown Cobras here looking to take home the gold.
Now we're looking at the Crown Cobras. Looking to run towards long. 9 potential match points on the board here. And they look to just slam it down the throat. Switch and Trout both peeking out. That's a big kill. And it's Zizzy trying to bite back. Only good for one. Trout still on such low HP in the back of pit. Spooty taking down Iron Chad. Tridents making it work.
1 HP on the Trout. Spooty walking up the flank of Dizzy here. As he starts to get constricted on.
That's unfortunate. You can't be dropping bodies when you got this many rounds to come back on. But still, they're going to keep 3 alive, so that's going to be good for them if they want to make anything possible.
You gotta think now. Now's the time that they actually upgrade from those Galils. You're gonna be facing... Actually, someone buy Joe, please. How do they not have money to buy Joe?
It's right there, dude.
Oh, I can't see.
I think it fell out of the buy zone.
I was very concerned for a moment. I was like, you've won 3 in a row.
You know, sometimes you want to pick on one player on your team. Ooh, that's some info. Switch puts some damage there onto Iron Chad. And that nade gonna hit him even. Yes, sir. And that's gonna take him down. Dizzy through the wall, through the head. And Iron Chad's still on low HP.
Uh-oh. Don't you dare do it again. He will make you pay. Meant to be smoke. Flashes come out. It's going to be this B execute.
Yeah, this is tough. I mean, he's a scout up close. It's going to be a good spray through the smoke. And now it's a 3v1 as the sight does happen. Boom Taco with a nice flick. Seagull gets the trade. But Boom Taco might have just saved that round as the bomb is starting to get planted. 1v3 is the scenario. Seagull, you've had seen some big plays from him before. And Spooty elects to smoke themselves out of the site.
And he's actually going to play the smoke through the window.
Seagull
no.
might have a heads-up play. They look to push the smoke. And Seagull might be pushing the opposite smoke. Could get the timing. Is going to be on top. Going to get Trout with a free 1v1. And with the bomb planted in the back of sight, it could get spicy. But they are able to get the defuse. That Molly was ticking him. I got scared, but anyway, it's going to be the Tridents grabbing 5.
I got really scared too. I was like, there's no way the Molly wins this.
That would have been a terrible way to go.
That would have been a fantastic way to go, actually. Go out in flames. Tech 9's here. Nice flick. Nice control. Championship saving flick.
That really was. You know, I feel like every player in this server has had a championship moment. And it really is just tough that 5 players are not going to have that victory. No Go Snow is going to get 1. Dizzy gets the trade. Trout in this back line. He's been really coming alive lately. Is going to be good for that too. And Seagull and Gillionaire are going to be able to plant this bomb. Molly and nade onto the bomb site.
Sure, whatever you do together.
Yeah, Siegel might be calling for this to be them playing this in two 1v3s, just playing it by themselves together. That's one kill from Siegel. He gets taken out, and Gillionaire activates, but Switch gets the final trade. And it's one surviving once again. They're going to take 6, but every single time this happens, Trident's economy is just, it's horrible right now.
It's not
Horribly
great.
amazing. I can't count.
It's okay. I mean, Trout is the only player, I guess. Yeah, Trout's the only player without a full belt of utility, the only player without a kit. I don't know why he has
Who's the money for it?
$2,900. But you know what? Maybe he dropped it in spawn. I think he did. I think I saw something
Yeah, he
in
must
spawn.
have dropped the kit.
Well, the kit, don't be a loser, buy a diffuser. Or wait, is that the saying? Or is it don't be a tea noodle?
What? It's wild.
Sorry.
Can I get the mods to look at this? That's recorded, right? All right, GG. All right. Now we're looking at this. 6-12 is the scoreline in round number 19. Cobras still on top. They've been falling a little bit.
A nice try from Seagull, throwing the molly, trying to push the player out and get the spray on him. Unable to find it. Natal only good for 7 damage. If Switch can fire off a shot in this smoke, he's got the crosshair placement. As the smoke fades, let's see if Seagull is ready for the op holding this angle.
Oh, that's going to be a missed shot. Away. That's going to be a tell. Smoke going to go a little bit deep in the tunnel.
Look, they're going to start going lower. They don't want any business.
This is interesting control from the CT side because they're not particularly like leaving anything open, but they're not strong anywhere except for B.
Yep. Especially having Trout just sitting back pit. He's not really getting any information.
That partial rotate might have been big. 3 are going through CT side. And they're going to be taking the one in window. Now it's just going to be Car. And that's going to be a kill. That's going to be the B bomb site. It's going to be planted for tunnels. Obviously, they have kits on this retake, but Joe is ready. He's tucked behind this mid truck. This is where it's going to get weird. He gets the 1 kill. Now it's only 2 on the CT side. Boomtaka has to get it. He gets the 1 kill. And now it's just going to be Iron Chad and Dizzy ready to hold it down here.
This clock is ticking.
Yeah, 18 seconds left on this timer. They do have the kits. Char gets that kill. And now just in the back of sight, it's Iron Chad. Gets the 1 and gets the second. Your Crown Cobras are Season 18's prospect champions. Just doing everything. Lighting it up this whole season. They look great.
Yeah, I mean, before this game even started, we talked about how good Iron Chad was at anchoring sites, and we get to see it right there, put in a 1v2 backside situation. And they just weren't ready for him. They thought that he was playing a tunnels position. The knife got pulled out. Iron Chad is the one to take home everything for the Cobras.
Yeah, I mean, everyone on that roster had chances to clutch throughout that whole night. They all came alive. They all have been here. They all have gotten here to deserve what they have gotten tonight. And, real congratulations to the Cobra. Joe, Siegel, Gillionaire, Iron Chad, and Dizzy. I got to see you all come alive tonight. And I know there's some cheering and some yelling that probably is not stopped yet.
Yeah, and kind of like you said, everyone participated in this win. Everyone had their moments. Everyone can farm their clips and say, this is what I did in the championship. They played together. They played great, and they really deserved to win.
Yeah, they definitely deserve to win. I believe we're going to be trying to get an interview for you guys in just a moment. Is that possible? Yes, it is. So we are going to be sending it to a quick break, and in a minute, we are going to have one of the players or a couple of the players here from the winning team.
And we are back here with Gillionaire, feeling like a billionaire. Is that how you feel right now? Oh, hold on, Gillionaire. Gillionaire said that he feels really good,
Yeah.
to put it lightly. I'm waiting for. So since we're waiting for the Gillionaire, I'm just gonna interview T Noodle like he just won a championship to try to
Oh,
give him
sweet.
a taste. Yeah, Noodle, how do you feel after that series?
I just feel great. I feel like I just had 6 pieces of chicken, ordered 6 pieces of nuggets, and I got 7. So it's great.
It's
That one was
great, yeah.
unintentional. Goddamn.
And yeah, I feel pretty good too. Thanks for asking, Noodle. No need to be rude and inconsiderate.
Okay.
Oh, Gillian? Are you there?
Oh, I'm here, baby. We're out here. Oh my goodness, gravy! I can't believe it.
Goodness gravy, indeed. So I can re-ask the question, how do you feel right now?
Like I got $1 billion, baby. We really did it. I can't believe it. I'm so proud of what everybody accomplished in the franchise. This is our first season, and to come out and to get a chip, it just feels great. Shout out to DB and Digital for everything that they gave us. We took it over from them, and we're glad to make them proud and glad to get one on the board right off the bat. It feels amazing.
I can only imagine. So I have to imagine that coming into this series, you were coming in with confidence because were you expecting Nuke to be played?
Um, the I don't mean to sound arrogant, but the way that our maps have gone so far, we're cool if they want to ban Train or Nuke. We felt pretty confident that we could beat any team in the tier on those 2 maps. So either way, I mean, Nuke is our by far our strongest and by far our favorite map to play. So we were happy to go there. We expected that they might ban Train instead because I haven't really played it. But we were prepared either way, and we were confident going into either one of those map picks for us.
Yeah, so you definitely had a lot of confidence. I mean, did you have any special game plan put in place, or was it just go out there, do what you've been doing, and come home with a trophy?
Well, we did a lot of homework over the past. We played our semis on Thursday. Every single day since then, we have been either prepping, watching their 2D demo, seeing what to expect from them, as far as trying to go through the bands. The 3 maps that were played is exactly what we were expecting, and just doing our homework on them, and then seeing how we could counterplay it, just the way that we're defaulting, just to try to give ourselves the best chance. We knew they were going to be tough. They're incredible. I mean, Spooty put up the greatest game in CSC I've ever seen. Game 2, that was insane.
Yeah.
29-9. But yeah, we just had a game plan, went into it, and it worked out.
Yeah, so whenever you are like, and no offense, whenever you are getting destroyed by Spooty, I mean, how is the energy impacted whenever that's happening?
I every round's a new round, right? There's no reason to let a prior round impact the next one. If you go down, you can go down crazy. I mean, in the regular season, we went down to these guys 10-2 in the last game of the regular season, and we came back. It's just a matter of stick to your game plan, do the best Counter Strike, make the best plays you can play, and you can only control what you can control. If somebody's going crazy, good for them. There's nothing you can do about it. Sometimes people have a lifer. Sometimes you'll have a lifer. It's just, nose to the grindstone and keep believing in yourselves because, anything can happen.
Yeah, and I'm really glad that you kind of touched on last Thursday. You played your semis, and you also played Inferno there, and that was one of the probably craziest playoff series I had the pleasure of watching. The double overtime, you guys barely squeaked it out through ACA. So whenever you saw Inferno, were you hoping or expecting another game plan like that, or did you change anything up?
We actually got a lot of help from Scary on our contender team. He helped us lab out some different ways of playing both sides of the map on Inferno, because that's of the maps that we play, that was our weakest, and we knew we were probably going to go up against it to go into it today. We made the decision early in playoffs that we were just going to permaban overpass. We hadn't really worked on it in practices throughout the season, so it was our weak spot. We did what we could to prepare for it. They were better equipped today than we were, but just couldn't let that affect us. Just keep going on, play the best Counter Strike we can. We never got down on ourselves in that Inferno game. It's just a matter of, like I said, control what you can control and don't let the last round bleed into the next one.
Yeah, absolutely. And before I pass it over to T Noodle, I asked for the ATL fans whenever they were not looking so great on Dust 2 to make some fish noises, and the chat got flooded with some S's, with some hisses, and I think they deserve to hear you give your best snake impression right now. Hit the mic like cheeks. It's like
all right.
That's
Yeah,
all I got.
we appreciate you. Snake noises in the chat. I mean, Gil, that was a great final to watch. I'm really happy, and thank you guys for putting on such a show. Hearing your answers, it really tells a story as to what you guys have been going on in season throughout the times. And I know when I was playing, some of my favorite moments were like not even just playing CS with the boys, but it was just sitting on a non-CS night, just staring at some 2D replays of these games, just trying to see and craft going into the next game. And that was always fun to me. Can you highlight some of those moments, whether it be in game or just other moments in the season, getting to know all these people and like just some fun times that you had with these guys?
Well, whenever this goes back to the AGM side, I guess, more originally. Like, we're looking to keep players on our franchises that are more available to meet outside of just the normal match days, because in my experience, it seems like the teams that always do the best are the teams that are playing together, the most often, that are willing to do the homework, and that was something that we looked for whenever we ended up keeping the roster that we did. Granted, our draft went really well, and any team that we would have came up with, I think, would have worked out similarly. But I mean, we just all did the homework together. We just felt like a group of friends every time we were in the server. It's just great vibes all around. Everybody had belief in each other. We never let anybody feel down, and it's just about having each other's backs and putting in the time. I think that's invaluable. You can play great, but you're going to come against a team that's more coordinated, and you want to be one of those teams and not one of the teams that's just relying on aim. So I was just really happy with everybody's availability to practice and to get scrims on days off and just put in the extra work. And I think that's really what helped us get here, and that's what paid off for us.
Yeah, I think you really painted the picture. It's not always about finding the best players. It's about finding the players who want to be around each other. And it seems like you guys have really built those relationships with each other. So that's really cool to hear. And I guess that's really going to be it for me. But is there anyone you really want to give some shout outs to? I know you're going to give some shout outs to your boys, but just let it out there.
Dude, shout out Siegel for going crazy ITL today.
Hell yes.
Shout out Dizzy being the best op in the tier, if you ask me. Completely biased, but I mean, come at me. You know what I'm saying? We won. Crap. Joe, I played with him the last 4 seasons, and it feels great to really finally win the whole thing with him. Iron Chad wins a chip, takes 2 seasons off, comes back, helps us win another chip, so he's crazy. My GM, Dr. Fury, I owe the world to him, and him giving me the opportunity to be an AGM and being a part of this franchise, and of course Peebs locking it down with us on the management team. So, just shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody that's involved with the franchise. I can't be more happy with the way that it worked out for us in our first season.
And well, congratulations to you. And Momo, you have anything else? Or are we gonna let Gil go?
No, man, you enjoy the moment. You have a great night, and congratulations once again.
Thank you so much. That means the world.
Yeah.
Dude, I've never felt this on top of the world before. I don't think this is a wild feeling. Yeah, I'm not the list here. I feel like talking about